Well, here is a good news story where you wouldn't expect to find it. So much Australian manufacturing is either shutting up shop or being forced overseas. But this proud family business has been given an unexpected lifeline.
Hey, I put some new shoes on.
There's many Aussies who really want to buy and support Australian-made product.
We came very close to closing our doors. We've decided to recommence making footwear again.
It was almost like, yes, you know, let's get onto this, because it is, as I said, it's part of who you are. You can't just separate yourself from something that you are.
What you're about to hear is a story about family and a good pair of shoes, but it's also about Australian manufacturing, a sector that hasn't had much to celebrate lately.
It's an absolute tragedy.
Very sad day for the workers here at Toyota.
In recent decades, local manufacturing has been a story of shop floors shutting and jobs lost forever.
I think it's sad for Australia with the industry dying.
Yet again we're seeing the workplace close, yet again we're seeing manufacturing well-paid jobs disappearing.
But in this modest Melbourne plant, there's a glimmer of hope for local production. Admittedly, it's nowhere near the scale of the industries that have been lost, but here at Fiore's factory, they're kicking that downward trend. The factory's history is generational, founded by Lena Angerosa, mother of Rick and Julie, who moved to Australia after her childhood of war rations in southern Italy.
During the war initially, she always dreamed that she'd wake up with a pair of red shoes by her bed, and during wartime, of course, that never happened.
But Lena would persevere, learning the craft of shoemaking as a factory worker before opening her very own facility in 1966.
It was a brave thing to do because obviously women had limited opportunities back then, but she had a dream and she pursued it.
It's fair to say this factory is all about soul. But though Rick, Julie and the whole clan kept things firing through years of boom and bust, by early this year the factory was in a sticky spot, and it seemed like it was finally time to shut off the sewing machines and become the latest in a production line of factory closures.
We came very close to closing our doors, and we were approached by Joe Mercer.
The saviour, fashion figure Joe Mercer, who is looking to start a new lifestyle brand named Matilda Life. Joe wanted her new line of shoes made down under and asked if Rick and Julie could fire up the factory and make it happen.
It was like all my Christmases had come at once.
That phone call, the first step in a major production comeback. Julie, is manufacturing back in Australia?
I hope so, and I think so.
How would you say that in Italian?
Spero che la manifattura è ritornata in Australia, no?
Bravo, bravo. At the Matilda Life showroom, the first load of finished flat shoes are almost ready to go on sale.
Matilda Life is a casual brand for the Aussie lifestyle, proudly made in Australia. Keeping jobs here, but for me, most importantly, keeping skills here.
And Joe's not kidding. In fact, almost every part of the business will be done to support local.
Our shipping boxes are made in Bayswater. Our stationery is printed in Sydney. Our leather for our shoes comes from a really old tannery in Queensland. We want to do everything in Australia to support the product that we're making.
In addition to shoes, Matilda Life will produce clothing, homewares and fragrances.
We've got skilled, diverse community in Australia with a lot of nationalities who bring a lot of skills with them, and we should nurture that. It's amazing.
The first photo campaign for the brand was shot this week, and the website is live as we go to air tonight.
For the quality that you're getting, Matilda Life as a brand is a really fair price.
And while Jo dreams of adding sneakers to her range of flat shoes, she's also happy to give a pump up to her friends in the factory.
The idea that, Rick's come back, he's left what he was doing to actually go back into the factory and get things up and running. I just think it's a wonderful thing for the industry.
Rick had given up crafting shoes to make pizza, but now he's back on the glue brush as production ramps up.
It must be a pretty strong type of glue you're using.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is, but obviously it's what's required to make sure we get a correct bond.
And a quality product.
And a quality product, correct.
Australian quality product.
Exactly.
And as for further growth in Australian manufacturing, Julie is realistic. But where there's hope, there's life.
It won't be as big as it used to be, okay? It needs to be rebuilt. In fact, I think the whole country needs to be rebuilt after the pandemic, to be totally honest. So maybe we can all rebuild together.
I said, hey, I'll put some new shoes on and everybody's smiling.
It's a start, isn't it? And Matilda Life is available exclusively online for now. For more details, head to our homepage.